Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Petra. The time is 7:05 a.m. in the morning, and I'm entering. I'm entering the gates of Petra. It's quite early, but if you see, there are quite a few tourists already lined up. Petra opens at 6 a.m. in the morning, and I was advised by my tour guide to get in as early as possible to avoid the rush. So, ticket office. The ticket is 50 Jordanian dollars, dinars, sorry. So I'm going in to buy the tickets. This is the ticket, guys, 50 JD, and that's the entrance to Petra. By the way, Petra is also known as the Rose City, and it is also known as Wadi Musa. So let's enter in. I got so early in the morning. I see so many tourists already lined up. By the way, with the ticket, you get a complimentary horse ride, but it is mandatory to tip the horse guy. And I checked with my tour guide, and I asked him, what's the maximum tip that you can give? And he was like, don't give more than 3 dinars. That's it. So this is the view as soon as you enter. And these are the horses where you get a complimentary ride. See, people already start haggling you with the horse ride. No, thank you. Yep, I know. I was already approached by 4 people for the horse ride. So what I was advised was, once you're done with visiting the entire site, when coming back, then go for the horse ride. And it's not a very long duration of horse ride, probably 100-200 meters. This is really amazing, guys. This is really amazing. You see so many openings within this particular hill. By the way, Petra was built by the Nabateans way long back, and they were amazing architects, and they were one of the best hydraulic engineers in those times. Later on, this was captured by the Romans, who came and took over complete Petra. And that was, I think, in the 2nd century. Later on, after an earthquake hit here, a lot of hills collapsed. They tried to rebuild it to a certain extent, but they could not. So this particular city was abandoned. And it's beautiful. Look at and the entrances that you see within these particular hills, the smaller entrances were for the common people, and the bigger entrances were exclusively for the kings. Unfortunately, we are not allowed to go in But hats off to the architecture. Oh my god, there's so many guides approaching me. I'm not sure whether they're supposed to approach, but I was like offered, there's this particular place called the Treasury, which is the postcard that is available when you type in Petra in Google, and when you try to search for the images, that's the picture that shows up in every Google search. So opposite that, there's a small hillock or a mountain, and this guide was offering me to, he would take me up there with a very good view of the Treasury from the top. And I just, out of curiosity, I asked him, how much is it? 50 dinars. 50 dinars. Jordan is proving to be way too expensive. Way too expensive. All you have to do is just say thank you and walk off. That's it. And let's enjoy this. And by the way, these electric carts are available. I think the price that I saw was 15 JD or something. I'm not sure if, I think it's just per seat. And by the way, the weather is cold out in the morning. I didn't expect so many tourists to be present here so early in the morning, but there are quite a few tourists. I think we are entering the Sig. Sig is a very narrow pathway in between two mountains, and that is, what do you say? I was told that it's a very good experience to pass by the Sig. And now I think this is again a route. If you see, let me zoom in. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is the Sig. Look at how these hills are carved. So you can imagine the brains that the Tibetans had in those times. And I was just informed, the earthquake that happened here, it was in 1947. Things got completely destroyed, and as I said, they tried to rebuild it to a certain extent, but they couldn't. So the people abandoned this particular city. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at the view, guys. Look at the view.